Hi guys, so actually this I'm gonna do a reading on Sean Hannity and Michael Cohen and what's gonna happen to Sean Hannity in general. But I had done a reading right at the time when the news had come out, and I uploaded and I just clicked on it to test it, and there was zero volume. I was so pissed. So the whole thing, I can't, it's unsavageable, and I realized it was probably the batteries were done. So I changed the battery and it works now. So anyway, so I tested and everything. So anyway, so guys, of course the development today, the big development is Sean Hannity. So he is the third client that wasn't named, okay? So I want to do a reading on him, and let's do it, okay? So like I said, I had done a reading before, and what it indicated, if anything, that's relevant is that Mueller has recordings on him, okay? And there's recordings, of course, I believe something related to Michael Cohen, but also from the past, because I believe I did a reading on him a while back, okay? And it said that he was under surveillance. So there's more to this, okay? So anyway, so let me just get right to it, because there's, I think, about 3 parts, and I might actually split the reading so that now I got a little paranoid with the audio, so that if one part goes, then I can like put the others together, okay? So the first part's gonna be about the Michael Cohen situation and Sean Hannity. So what has Sean Hannity done what has Michael Cohen done for Sean Hannity? What exactly has he done for Sean Hannity, okay? Because it's not clear, like what, right? So what has Michael Cohen actually done for Sean Hannity? Okay, we don't know what role he plays. Clearly, it looks like he's not a lawyer, okay, in the traditional sense. So what has Sean Hannity done what has Michael Cohen done on behalf of Sean Hannity as a lawyer, okay? And since he was revealed to be the third person here, okay, I'm cutting cards. You know what, I have so many cards, guys. And the last time, when I did it earlier today, I couldn't do it again because I'm, busy with other things, and there's like a space. I found a space now again, the conference room. So anyway, so what is tell us about Michael Cohen and Sean Hannity? What has Michael Cohen? What role has Michael Cohen played for Sean Hannity? What is the relationship? Tell us about Michael Cohen and Sean Hannity. I'm gonna lower this, guys, okay, just to make sure there's room. I don't have this table is not that big, but circular table. It's not the same. So, but at least we can see here. I'm gonna put these cards here, and then tell us about Michael Cohen and Sean Hannity. What has Michael Cohen done for Sean Hannity? What is the deal here? Okay, let's figure this out. Michael Cohen, Sean Hannity. What's the relationship? What is the information here that sounds like it's damaging? What does Michael Cohen have on Sean Hannity? Okay. What does Michael Cohen have on Sean Hannity? What does Michael Cohen have on Sean Hannity? Okay, what does Michael Cohen have on Sean Hannity? What does Michael Cohen have on Sean Hannity? All right, and then, okay, that's it, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's get started with this, okay? So yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna show you the cards, like, I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do every position. Oh, look, guys, foreign. Okay. Anchor. Okay, so he was foreign anchor. I think, if you think about it, what's an anchor to the ship? It's like the point of contact. So there's that. Okay, and short illness. Did I cut these cards? Yes, I did. So short illness is a weird card because it's like, it means the hangman. It means like somebody who, it's like there's nothing you can do about something. Okay. It could also mean, let me just see here. Okay, so illness. Good lady. So, yeah, there's definitely like a Russian connection. It could also mean there's something kind of like, okay, let's see here. Change it. So, let's see. Let me just leave it here, actually. I'm just pulling out these cards for the side. And then here we have, what else do we have here? Fortuna up. Yeah, so I think here, guys, is a point of contact for, I would also think this card means something passive, money upside down, okay, losing fortune. So, okay, let's just see here. Let's leave it at this, okay, definitely something related to money, foreign power, and a passive thing, okay? All right, that's first position. Center, okay? And then we have on the side here, conversations about Trump, the child, right? And then here, work. He worked this piacere. So unpleasant or upsetting conversations about his work consists of these. Yeah, and I feel, guys, you know what this tells me? This is about the, I don't want to say hate speech, but you know what I'm talking about? Sort of like the propaganda, like they are constantly talking. So it's like, that's what I always thought Sean Hannity did. He's a propagandist, like literally, okay? He gets the propaganda. Let's see here. Secret, on top of him is a secret. Lilies could, guys, I've said before, this is the dotard card. I tend to see it as dotard, but also it has a connection to sex. So let's see. Here we have, what do we have here? Interesting, yeah. Love gone wrong. Something of not liking worry. So, okay. Just these alone, guys, this is like, these cards to me mean paralysis, right? He's so afraid that there's nothing, he's like can't move. So this is money, secret, foreign gifts, okay? Becomes news. And then here we have, from foreign power, from afar, like foreign something, connection. So, okay, so then we have network. Network, actually, it's funny, now I have to think of interesting, I know, big hope here, gentlemen. So I would think, guys, this is him, okay? This is Sean Hannity. Normally I would put an extra heart, but I think this is clear and it's necessary to have it like that, okay? For a long time. And blue wave. Now hope. This, guys, doesn't, I feel like this is my blue wave, you know, but I feel like it means, if you look at it closely, it just means that he was the hopes. He was like the beacon for them, okay? All right, now we have here money or a boss, okay? Reputation, like recognition and reputation. What is it? Okay. Business. Main person. I think this means women. It could have mean women or Russia. Let's see. Let me get an extra card here to clarify. Yeah, Trump's. I think this is Russia, guys. People who are close to Trump but are related to Russia, okay? And then in the future, let's see. I put these cards aside. So now it's like I'm lost already. All right, so corruption, okay, here. And then becomes clear. And false person and money. So and then here we have lilies again. Could be Trump or sex. Foreign. Sad news. Enemy. Okay. Yeah, he's exposed as a harbor. He harbors in it. We know that kind of. Lady again. Could be Russia or sex. Success in love. Heart. That is something soon. Okay, so, all right, so So let's see, guys. You know, actually, now that I've done it, I feel like it's easy. You know, would have been easier if I just showed you the cards like this and then showed. So from all the things as I'm talking to you guys, I feel like, yeah, there's something here where he both gets the some sort of messaging, and he's like, he receives something, okay, and okay, so that's it. Now, let's see, because the question is, what has Michael Cohen done for him? Okay, so what is the connection? What is happening here? Let me go back. Now, let's look at here. Let's look at these now. Let's get started with it. Now that I position my position, we have here I think essentially he's done some obviously shady things, but he's unmasked, okay, Sean Hannity. So we have to look at this as a card of somebody passive and thoughts, okay? So he's paralyzed or passive because there's a marriage connection here, a deal, okay? Now, then we have here hope for the child. Like he brings, it's almost like he's some sort of advisor to Trump, okay? Like almost, I know it sounds hilarious to say spiritual advisor, but he brings, he's like this, he connects. And if you look at the cards below here at the beginning, I do think there's something related to the messaging. Network, Lord for a long time, I mean the man for a long time, has been his hope. So I feel like he's fed information because he's passive, okay? And he offers hopeful thoughts as a false person. So there's like the fakeness is arranged here, okay? And the connection to Trump and the things they've done successfully, okay? So you know what, guys, I want to do the tarot just because I feel like it's going to give more specificity to this subject, because I want to know exactly, like, this is the kind of thing when you don't have any like extra information, okay? All right, let's see here, okay. All right, let's see, okay. So, all right, guys, so, okay. So let's see here, all right. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Interesting, love, okay. And then on the side here, disappointment. And then what else? Oh, justice upside down. Yes, on top of him. That's on top of Sean Hannity and energy, okay. And then money, lots of money, interesting. Woman. Emotion, interesting. It's almost like, guys, it's such a strange, this is defeat. It's interesting because I almost feel like there's like an emotional focus. Okay, what else? Faction. So, okay. All right, so I feel like there's almost a kind of like I feel like he's like an emotional bedrock for Trump, but for that reason, he receives all this information that's shady and he distributes it, okay? So there's a more nefarious relationship here, okay? So let's go back here, okay? Just go back. All right, so we have here, again, the hope. He is some sort of beacon for Trump, and he worries and he feels paralyzed. But I think if we look at the idea of thoughts here in general, I think he feeds Trump with false thoughts, okay? If you look at it just very, like here, okay? These thoughts are fake, right? So he gives hope through fake ideas, okay? And his work is, in a way, what is it? I have to, sometimes if you ever have doubts, you have to just look at the cards in a very kind of dry manner. So the work is like being passive to sad news, okay? So to news that are like kind of literally sad or fake. Okay, so here we have the child, the connections that make the child successful. So in a way, this is saying that he's also core to Trump's success in many ways because of the communication. Okay, so now let's remove this. Okay, to see. Okay, see here. So then we have here, guys, a long time. Okay, sorry. So we have long time. Oh my God, you know, if the cards disappear, makes me so mad. What happened? Where are the cards? Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's like, hello, where? I don't know. Let me just get more cards then. Okay, so this one is here, and then it's stop. Okay, one here. What is the other one here? Oh, hello. Yeah. So soon. Okay, guys. So we look here. We just kind of like now. I think I have to. It's like so. This is a long time. Okay, long time. Stuff that was going on for a long time, and there's like a love gone wrong that involves money. Okay, so. I don't know, guys, this is very interesting because I feel like I think this alone on top, okay, just says that it's like money's paid off for lovers that didn't work out, okay? Upsetting news about the fortune here. The fortune was off because it came from an enemy. Now, I feel like what this tells me is that there's a possibility that some of Sean Hannity's money comes from the enemy, which is strange because he makes so much money, right, from his job, but he doesn't need it. Okay, and this is like business, foreign, coming soon, okay, expecting soon. So it's also, this would indicate that he knows that there's like money, business coming from abroad, or like that he's expecting some sort of payment, okay? And again, a long time, something he's done for a long time, he received bad news about it, and it's business, okay? So I feel, guys, these people are all in some sort of business arrangement. And here it was like love gone wrong, affects the fortune because it's connected to something abroad. It's a little strange, okay? And then money from the enemy is going to come soon. Okay, so essentially there's going to be exposure of this money because it's right below, the sun is right below this. So you see, it's like a little bit complicated because I've learned to do with these readings, okay, that even when things don't make sense, I have to trust, I have to read what the cards are saying, not what I think it would mean. Okay, so I feel like he's in a business with them. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a way in which the Trump business, it's like the Trump business is a business. You know what I mean? The Trump as a figure is a business to them. And they're all, it's almost as if, not the Trump hotels, but the electing of Trump, all of that is a business that they're all in cahoots in. So they stand to gain, and he's expecting some monies to come in from this. Okay, so that's that. I know it sounds a little strange, but it is what it is. Okay, and then we have here. Okay, and then we have here. Okay, gentleman, lilies, sun. So there's an exposure. This could mean sexual things exposed about him, or it could also mean something related to Trump, okay? I know, okay, here's again Trump right below here, a long time, permanence, and foreign. So the child, he's an anchor to the child for the foreign power, which makes a lot of sense. So in a way, it's almost like he you know, if you think of Trump as like a child, okay, which he is in some ways, you see, it's almost like he feeds Trump all of the, you know, he feeds him this information, all the, like the, you know, the fairy tale bullshit, like racist bullshit, okay? So it's like the man here is connected, the man's reputation is connected to Trump's. So the long-term, something long-term about Trump, whether it's sexual or not, becomes known. And the clarity of shady stuff he has done about love abroad. So he knows it's a weird, this is what is a little strange, guys. This is what I think for me is difficult to understand, and I think I'm going to ask more about him. But I think essentially here what it's saying is that Sean Hannity both knows about not just alliances, but the money stuff related to the women, and he also has some sort of business arrangement with these people abroad, like Trump. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to kind of get at. Okay, I'm gonna close. I have to close my eyes on, right, to understand this more. But I'm gonna expose more cards and then see if I can get specificity with this. Okay, what it is, because it's important. Okay, so now we get to here. I'm just organizing it to make it. Okay, so let's see here if we can see. I think you can see. So essentially here we have, okay, here we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. And then we have the stars. So network. I think it can, this network of people that talk, okay, that talk the conversations, both about money and about the boss. So I feel like this could relate to both internet, meaning like trolls and stuff like that, okay, or money. Okay, then money, it's a little not clear to me how it would come about. Okay, so then here we have that the secrets of the network are corrupt, and we have the justice upside down. There's an implication here that there's this illegal. Okay, and this we have the love card below, so it's something related to both some sort of like love thing, but also illegal gifts here. Illegal gifts, the justice upside down, discovery of illegal gifts, which seems to be the whole thing with Stormy, right? And then corruption with Trump. I think this is not sexier. It's Trump. This is financial corruption related to Russia. Here, both women in Russia. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? The foreign power is at the center, but let's just see this as women. So there's something related to corrupt sex and money related to Trump, and here financial gifts to women. Okay. So. Okay, so that's it. Now, okay. So it's like, it's repeating a little bit like what he does for Trump, he does for him too. So let me close my eyes, guys, and see if I can find something, because it's a little bit unclear. Okay, so what is this? Tell us about Sean Hannity. Why was he connected to Michael Cohen? What is the deal here? I feel like it's saying something about Michael Cohen presented something to him as a business opportunity, which is like the whole thing. I think there's some relationship to money laundering. And there's a way in which Michael Cohen, how he gets the money to give to these women. I do think that the money is also laundering money in some weird way. Because, it's showing like Michael Cohen creates the LLCs for the real estate stuff, and he transfers the monies from one client to another. So he knows how to create the LLCs and all of that, and he pays the women. It's like it's almost like it's showing like the image of a fort. He's the person who creates the moat around Trump to not let so that they can't get to him. And it's all about money, rush money, all kinds of rush money. But there's a way in which the rush money is also, I'm seeing here, guys, he's like talking to them. Whenever he has to pay off people, he talks to them, so that there's a way in which they put that money in and they clean. It really is like some sort of like scheme for like money laundering and like stuff like that. I do believe that. So the way that these women are paid, it is like not just that it's weird to pay them, but the way that in which the monies are procured. It's almost like, guys, I feel like Trump never actually pays this. It's another. It's like external. What is it? It's like this. The money comes from somewhere else. It's almost as if, like, imagine if your child, like, Mom, can I get a jacket and like whatever, get a candy, and the mother. It's like the child asks the mother for the money to get the candy. and the mother buys the candy. It's a little bit like that. Like Michael Cohen is not. Let's say the child is Trump. The child needs to buy candy. So Michael Cohen is like the child's friend. Is asks the mother, which is probably Russian or something, that there's like X money needed, and that's the way that they find to funnel them. It's a little bit complicated. I'm not exactly sure. But why is Sean Hannity doing that? What is Sean Hannity doing with him? I think Sean Hannity was both. There's two things. There's a way in which Michael Cohen understands the gathers the information and funnels the information to him. So he knows about the exchange of information, but also he also is involved in a bit weird like money, kind of light, more sort of lighter, but still is like Sean Hannity is either aware or involved in some sort of like money laundering kind of thing. It may be that he started with this. Is there a woman? Or is there a payment? Ooh. Oh my God, guys! Okay, I don't want to like talk. I feel like maybe, I don't want to like, this is just I'm just me closing my eyes. I feel like there's a way, and I'm trying to think, is there a woman? I feel like he's involved with his like shenanigans, sex, whatever things, you know what I'm talking about? Parties or whatever, something like that. But not to the extent, I don't see necessarily a woman, but I feel like there's a way in which, again, Sean Hannity is privy to the communications, meaning the propaganda, because he has to feed the propaganda to Trump in a way, okay? And then that's his role in this, okay? And then because in a way the propaganda feeds Trump's policy, right? So it's like he has this role. He's an important person, especially to the Russians, I think. And at the same time, the way that Michael Cohen receives the money from this other thing also feeds into the Sean Hannity, okay? So that's what I think. It seems like, guys, to me, it's almost like hard to believe, but that's what I see. Okay, so that's that. All right, so weird. So I'm gonna stop here, okay, and I'm gonna move on to the other reading. Okay, all right. Hi guys, so I'm back, and now this is part 2. Okay, about Sean Hannity. But the first part of the question was it's the relationship between Michael Cohen and Sean Hannity. Now, the question I have is, what is going to happen to Sean Hannity as a result of him being embroiled in this whole scandal? Okay, so, all right, so what is going to happen to Sean Hannity's career in general, and as a result of his name being discovered among, now that this revelation was made about him being a client of Michael Cohen, what's going to happen to Sean Hannity as a result of him being revealed as a client of Michael Cohen's? Okay, so let's do this. All right, okay. And then, okay, and then we'll see. Okay, so let's just see. I'm going to do the 5 or 7. Okay, let's see, 10. Okay, let me lower this. So there's a lot of questions I still have from the other reading, because it's a little strange. I think the whole thing with Sean Hannity and what actually Michael Cohen may have done for him. It's like a mix of things, okay? So anyway, so this part of the question is what's going to happen to Sean Hannity now that he is involved, was going to be involved in some way or another in this, okay, legally, obviously, okay, now that his name was exposed, okay, in that list. Okay, so I'm going to lower this. Okay, so, all right, just get with it, okay? And guys, it's one of those moments, I've said it before, if there's a lot of information, okay, I'm not going to be super funny, because I have to, there's like a lot of information and interpretation, and it's kind of, I don't know, like a big deal in a way. Not that the other stuff wasn't, but let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see if I can. I don't have a lot of room here, but even number, it's a little better. Okay, so let's see here. No, maybe this is a good thing here. Okay. Yeah, this is like, okay. This is better. Okay. So, all right. So then here, so what's going to happen to Michael Cohen? I'm sorry, to Sean Hannity, now that his name has been revealed, okay, on that list, as being on that list, okay. All right, so here we have, okay, so ego upside down, so the revelation of like who he really is, okay, so. So, you know, it's weird, guys, because these cards were in my other reading, you know, or the one that where the audio didn't work. It's strange, okay? So it's very, and these cards come up a lot for these people. It's so strange. I find it a little strange. So, okay, so first, yeah, let me just get the cards out, and then it's like, yeah, they're all part of the same scheme. It's so strange. I find it very odd. Okay, key again, important. Okay. Let me just see. Maybe I can do it better like this. Okay, so. Yeah, so network and the shady partners. Okay, network of shady partners. Okay, and Trump's kids. It's weird. I feel like, you know, and there's another interesting question here, guys. Not maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it today because it's just like I only have so much time, but I feel like the kids, like there's a way in which, you know, that like those shady business partners that showed up in the courtroom. Okay. So I feel like here this could be related to. Okay, so all right, now, okay, so what's going to happen to him as a result of this? Okay. I feel like this is, I wonder if let me shuffle this again because I feel like this one. So tell me about Sean Hannity. What's going to happen to Sean Hannity as a result of this, of him being named in that thing, okay? Main person, ending, high honors, living room, okay. So guys, I feel like, let's see here. I still have the other question about Mueller, but really here, I'll just show you that it shows that he, first of all, it's like the exposure of important secrets related to the White House, okay? That's a big one. And then there's an ending to him and to the people that are involved. It's very clear. I'm just organizing it visually here, and then I'll bring the thing down to show you, but it's very clear now that everybody who is exposed through this raid is going to go down, it looks like. It sounds harsh to say, but that's what it's saying here. Okay, I'll show you. All right, okay. So here, okay, let's go back. So we probably, now, yeah, thank God, if everything fits, my glasses on. So you can see here, okay, so this is the first, okay, I put it right up front. Exposure of, this is the, you know, the peacock upside down. So whatever the surface is going to be exposed because it's upside down. And the importance of this, you could also think of it as lying, right? The surface is all about bullshit. So the important lies that make up there's something important here about the White House. It's going to be exposed, okay? And then we have here the network, okay? And then shady partners, okay? Donna Maritata upside down. And then him here, okay? And the foreign powers. So there's a network of shady people, okay? And it's sort of like you could see that from the people that came to visit Michael Cohen in the courthouse. And he's involved somehow in this. And these are like loyalists, network of loyalists. This is the kids guy. I always see them upside down as like the kids or the business partners and the kid. These cards always come together for some reason. I don't know why, but it appeared together. So here we have, again, the ship and the news. So the news about the foreign something here he is. There's an ending. He shows an ending to him. Important, again, network of loyalists is important. Then we have the letter upside down, which to me would indicate some legal problem. Okay, and then heart, okay? And then high honors, and then secret from a long time ago, from the past, related to money, okay, and the living room. Now, guys, honestly, when you say these things here, like, look, the house is the center, so meaning the White House. So there's an ending to him and to people in high honors. Living room, because the private communications right here, right, the living room here, the private communications that were put it here, okay, that were found in the process of the raid, okay, here the house, the man, the ending of the man, and the people in high honors whose names were connected in this raid. Okay, they found this private documents found in the raid. So that's one. Okay, now if we look at, then we have here, like I said, there's a network of shady businessmen, okay? Then we have the loyalists that are connected to the family that either make news or become news, okay? And this is, again, important because there's negative documents, like illegal things related to them. And their heart, meaning both in terms of values, it could be also in terms of like love stuff, which is the whole stormy thing, okay? And then again, secret from a long time ago related to money and living space or the raid, okay? So yeah, it's like Sean Hannity in a weird way, like he's connected to these people, okay? I know it sounds a little weird because I feel like he doesn't have to. He must be dumb, okay? Because like it's showing here that there's like the connection between the financial arrangements. The money seems to come from Russia for all these weird like financial arrangements with women. Okay, it is a little strange. So, but then it's like the shady partners, the family, the indictment. Okay, look, this is so, it is weird because like, okay, the cards are very clear, but I know I'm resisting them, what they're telling me, so that's why I need to show you to them separately. Okay, so here's like exposure of the surface, what's underneath the surface. And what's underneath the surface is shady partners, okay? And then we have the family. Okay, this is literally, I think, Trump's family. The shady partners and Trump's family. And then documents that indicate this is either indictments or documents that indicate illegality from a long time ago. So this tells me more about what's going to come out in terms of, what's his name? The Cohen raid, but also in terms of what he's involved. It feels like, what this is saying, guys, is that Sean Hannity is part of this business network, which is, to me, sounds so strange, but it is. That's what the cards are saying. I have to say it, okay? Even though this sounds like kind of... So here's like clarity about the network of loyalists that are important and secret, okay? So it's like this network, I think essentially, guys, the network is exposed, the entire network, and he's part of it, okay? Then we have here the house that they are, the house meaning, I think, White House, and here he is. And there's an ending to him, okay? He's looking at the house, and there's a past here, see? And then the honors, not just him, but people in high honors. And either the living room, guys, is another connotation, like their sex life, something about their intimacy. It could mean real estate. It could mean, It could mean, guys, weird way, probably even blackmail. Oh my God, you guys, the blackmail situation, even. Okay, there's like information about people in high power, and they are connected to the White House. Okay, and then something important for the foreign power becomes news that is related to love. Okay, and money. So I think, guys, this is like important to the whole. I think, and I'm getting Putin's face right now. It's like, I think Michael Cohen knows a lot about where the bodies are buried in terms of this whole, all these like scams, okay, all these like blackmail situations, okay. So yeah, it's weird because I feel like it's showing me here that Sean Hannity, in a way, is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's part of this group, which is weird. Like, again, I don't understand why, but he looks like he is. It's like he gets kickbacks in a weird way, even though I feel like he doesn't need it, right? But he's part of it. He's part of the whole network of people. It's like I used to think he was isolated, but what the cards are saying is that no, it's a part of a big network. And he's one person in this network. And it's money related to women, but it's also how they launder this money. It's showing that there's going to be an ending to the people, okay? There's going to be something bad happening to them, all of them. It's not singling him out particularly. It's just saying that, because the question, this particular part, and in this sort of way that I read, I feel like the question is number one. So what was the question? What's going to happen to Sean Hannity as a result of him being named in this Michael Cohen situation? It's not a final outcome. It's just what happens. Essentially what happens is that he's exposed as being part of a corrupt network, okay? Like in every way, right? In the sense that it's not that he is like some shady guy like talking about Trump. It's like that there's a business relationship in a way that connects all of these people, all the shady people, okay? So that's that. Now I'm going to move on to Mueller and Sean Hannity, okay? So that's okay. I'm going to stop here. Hi guys, so this is the third part, this third reading here I'm doing on Sean Hannity. And this time I'm going to be focusing on Mueller. Okay, so what does Mueller have on him? Okay, and what's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? Because the reading right before, I just wanted to know what's going to happen to him as like now that his name is on this lawsuit or whatever, right? It doesn't necessarily mean anything legal. He's not the focus of this, okay? But it showed that he's going to be exposed, okay, as being part of this. But what's the problem that he could have is not this, is the FBI, is something else, okay? It's essentially consequences of the Mueller investigation. So let's look into that, okay? So what does Mueller have on Sean Hannity, and what is going to be the consequences for Sean Hannity, okay, because of the Mueller investigation? So actually, now that I'm at the end, I'm always like trying to figure out what's best. I feel like actually like looking at the screen. So let's, I'm going to hold the cards up and then I'm going to connect them separately on the table. I'm going to still lay on the table, but let me pull them out first and talk to you. Look at the cards together. I actually feel like I'll learn more sometimes looking at the cards on the screen than I do on the table, because it's a little bit more, it's like more, I don't know, not say living is a weird thing to say, but it's kind of, okay, so what does Mueller have on Sean Hannity? What's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? Okay, that's it. Okay, Sean Hannity, what's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? So what does Mueller have on Sean Hannity? What's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? So what does Mueller have on Sean Hannity? And what's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? Okay, so I'm going to use a lot of cards this time. Let's see. Okay. So all right. Okay. So cards here. Okay. So let's get started with this. Now I want to get closer here because I I want to do the card by card thing. I think it's a little, but first, and then we'll, okay, center, snake, okay, good, snake, okay, oh, guilty snake, okay, we know that he's guilty and he's kind of a spy. Becomes news, or through the news, so it's like he's a guilty snake on the news. Okay, now this is interesting. This is, oh, it's supposed to be here actually, yeah. So guilty snake, news about the snake. Okay, so here, oh guys, fox, looks how interesting. So below we have a fox. So news, sneaky news about snake on Fox News. It could be literally this, okay, is exposed. So, oh, weird. It's funny, I feel like I almost thought that this card had already showed up, but no. So the guilt of the snake is exposed. So he's exposed, okay? Sorry. Network. This was on the other reading I did just now. Network. Guilty network. Yeah, kind of saying the same thing here. What else? And guilty because of the gifts, okay? So, and then here, heart. So news of the network through the heart. Now this could be the romantic stuff, but it could also be the values. Okay, exposure of the values and money. Okay, so there's money here. Money issues exposed. Exposed and a lot of money. Okay, so that's part one. All right, so let me put this here on the table because I think this is actually faster, to be honest. So that's that part one. And then here. And then we'll see what we have here. Okay, let's see these, the other Lenormands. Okay, what do they say? Gentlemen, this is Mueller, guys. I think it's Mueller. Okay, Mueller. Lilies. This could be Trump. Okay. Oh, again, him. Gentlemen. Wow, a lot of people. So, interesting, okay. Wow, so many people. I don't like this too much because I feel like long term, it's going to be long term, gentlemen. Yeah, Mueller's connecting him to literally to the child, Trump, okay, corruption. So, long term corruption. Or also could be sex, so it could be ways that Mueller is looking at the sexual activity. It's weird, guys. To me, this seems so strange, but whatever. I'll go with it. Okay, he's a loyalist, long time, because lilies also mean long time. So they go way back. Okay, this guy is loyal. And then here, network again, stars again, and then guilty. Oh, guilty, corruption. The network, guys. I think this is Fox News, okay, because it's saying guilty of corruption in the network because this is the card of a corporation. It's also the government, but I think in this case because he's in the news, okay, he's a newscaster. He is connected to this. Okay, so there's guilt multiple times here. I don't think it's going to be great for him. Okay, so then here, okay, center, little child, the hope. I've said before in the other reading, actually, these two are together. You know, guys, I feel like, yeah, I'm going to just reshuffle, okay, because I'm like, how do I shuffle this? Because the cards are kind of similar, so I want to know that I haven't, like, make sure. Okay, so tell us about Sean Hannity. What does Mueller have with Sean Hannity? All right, so here he is again. Just another person. Okay. Ooh, oh, look how nice. An ending to him. That's nice. Looks good. Okay. Unexpected money. Okay, that makes sense. Great adversity. Okay. So let's just quickly. Is she here? Yeah. You know what, guys? Let me just. I feel like I have this habit. I'm not going to do this time. Okay, because it makes more sense. You know what? Instead of me hiding this whole thing. You know, whenever it's a people thing, I don't want to, yeah. So, okay, so then we have here, let me show you just, okay, so pleasant letter about unexpected money in the living room. So this was found in the, the living room, meaning I think this was the raid. So they found documents that relate to unexplainable money in the raid, okay? And there's an ending to him, main person, because of his connection to Trump, okay? So that's what the cards, and I think something I think fairly similar showed right before. So this is high honors. So people in high honors are very upset because law enforcement, guys, oh my God, it's telling the same story as before. Law enforcement has come after these people who are pretty powerful and they're pissed. Okay, and yeah, so, but there's no, the other reading I did before, guys, that had the volume showed prison and everything. So far, no prison, but I think it's guilt. Okay, so essentially, we can ask, okay, so let's see here what happens to Sean Hannity in terms of Mueller. Okay, is he involved in this investigation? Like, okay, what is the deal here? Okay, all right. So Speedy, I mean, shit got real. Okay, so he's like, oh, I hope something great happens. No, shit got real for him. What else? Oh, he's a loyalist. Okay, that's right. He's a loyalist. Okay. Oh no, he's upset, joyless. Okay, what else? Oh, look, the shady conversation. So, yeah, he's part of the group. Oh my God, yes, prison. Prison for Sean Hannity, yeah, baby. Lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Hannity, Hannity. You talk shit about Hillary, Hillary. Now it's your turn, it's your turn. So yeah, I asked, is it called Tell Me About Prison? Oh yeah. Oh look, this is legal law, like laws. He's exposed as an enemy. Interesting. Look, he's like, I love this card, guys. Is always like fake servant. So the fake servant, it's like these people who, the people like, I'm here to, what does he say? He calls himself a patriot. Look, he's whatever, upside down. What does it mean? Yeah, he's not expecting the least. He's not expecting this at all. But it's gonna happen, bitch. That's all. Okay. All right. Oh, look, he's very worried. Why? I wonder why. Oh, prison. Yeah, he could go to prison. And he will. Oh, look. Hangman upside down. So he's entangled in this. Because balance is restored. There's karma for you, bitch. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, look. It was a new beginning. We thought it was a new beginning. No, bitch. We'll celebrate him. Oh, look, the family. And the shady group of people, yeah. So yeah. Okay, so let me just, I showed you guys, right? So let's just quickly show you here through, because I actually like this method that I just did before because it was a quick overview. Now let's look at the positions. All right, so this is position 1. Okay, so this is a beginning for him, a new beginning. Maybe Trump was a beginning. He's a loyal person in this network, okay? And there's a letter here related to some sort of legal thing. Okay, now this could be this thing with Michael Cohen, okay? That they did discover that his name is there, or maybe it was that he's like, has to respond to this thing, okay? So let's see if I can pull this a little further. Okay, and then we have, what else? What comes next here? We have the, possibility of prison. He's like, there's nothing he can do about it, because he's what was it? Okay, Lily's. He's connected to Trump, right? And there's something guilty there that could lead him to prison and create an ending because he's loyal. Okay, so he's part of this group. This is what I said before. It's strange to me. I don't understand it personally why, but it doesn't make sense. Like, he doesn't have to do this. So he's happy. I feel like the guys, they had plans. These people felt like they were successful. Here we are succeeding, but it didn't quite work the way they thought it would. Okay. So, all right, so they're happy here. And then it's like he's celebrating with Trump. see, like there's so many cards. I'm like, oh my god. Oh no, the card it was here actually. This was here. So Trump is here. Okay. I'm sorry, the stars. So he's part of the network again, and there's a gift here that brings a problem because it proves that he's exposed it as connected to the enemy. So this whole legal thing with Michael Cohen, okay, is going to expose him as being the recipient of some sort of financial gift. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is that? Here, yeah. Okay, so then we have here an entanglement. He's entangled, okay, and we have him. I think this is him here. Okay, there's an entangled man, and his entanglements become news, or also because he's a man of the news, right? He's a newsman, and it's money laundering, and this is his joyless. Okay, so his nose, it's almost like he's sweating cold because he knows this shit is real. Okay, all right, and then he's like very worried. Obviously, who wouldn't be worried? Because of Mueller. Mueller is right on top of him. I think this is Mueller. Mueller exposes him as a snake. There he is, main person. And shit gets real. So all the bullshit, all the propaganda that he kept pushing over and over, it's like, sorry, it's like reality. And here, it's very nice actually having said that, because we have here temperance. Now temperance is like, I think of this card as heavenly balance, right? So karma, in a way, is a restoration of karma. And there he is here with a child. So because he's so connected to Trump, and look guys, Fox, I think of it as Fox News, right? So the connection of Fox News and Trump, and their shady conversations upside down, and the connection to people in high honor. So all of this, I think this is connected, okay, and is exposed. So it's, yes, this is right below. So it's like right now this is happening, the beginning of karma, right? On the bigger, this is a family, okay. And then we have the hearts, their values, the things they care about, and also could be romance. And this is guilty, okay, related to some sort of guilt. And he is, he's one of those fake servants, right? He has a role, but the reality is like he's there to do something. And there's the communications, okay, the raid and the communications that prove this connection to the shadiness. And he's part of it. He's part of the bigger plan, okay? And here is isolation, madness. Because here's the sun. Everything was exposed, okay? And we have what is exposed is corruption, okay? And corruption related to Trump, and he goes to prison, okay? Well, actually, I'm not laughing. It's just, like, I shouldn't laugh, but it is what it is, okay? And this is a shady group of people upside down here, our front, okay? Do you see this? Yeah, I think so. You can see this. Maybe not as well, but whatever. You can see it somehow. Okay, so then we have, what do we have here? We have the tower. So the shady people behind this is, to me, this means not just the government. This means Fox News. Okay, so the shady people on Fox News, their money dealings. Okay, and the stuff they weren't expecting. They're upset because they had no idea this was coming. What do we have here? The military. So the military means here that law enforcement is after, like, got him. Okay, so yeah. So then. It's like totally like the fake servant goes to prison because like he didn't expect it, okay, through something unexpected. Actually, this would make a lot of sense. So there's Sean Hannity, okay, so that's that, guys. What happens to him? I feel like I said, there's a way in which the communications, like I feel there's two things that come up in these ways. I think. The intercepted communications that make something about him being part of the group in more ways than one, like them being part of a business arrangements, okay, and then this, and then also them like, yeah, just the whole, it's like, guys, I have to ask the RICO, this is what it is, RICO. Part of the group. That's it, RICO. It's like they are in this like ridiculous conspiracy. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna ask this question. Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. So what is gonna happen to is Sean Hannity? Is what I'm seeing over and over again about this group of people a RICO situation? I'm not a lawyer, but I'm gonna ask it this way because that's what it's looking like to me. It's like he's part of this conspiracy. He's part of a group, And now it's making more sense. I'm like, okay, so is he part of the RICO? Is it part of this? What is the deal? What is it? Let's see here. We have expose. Oh, this is a great false upside down, meaning whatever is fake is going to be exposed. There's going to be losses. And this is dits. You know, they thought they were like kind of. Oh, look, he's like, yeah, pretending to be ditzy, but he's part of that. This is the alt-right kind of type people. Okay, so the delinquents. And the girls, okay, girls, either like at the very something from the beginning of the or the women. So I don't know, guys. You know, it's like let's see more here. Okay, more here. Long-term problems for the network or because of the government stuff, transfers, corruption, child. So okay. And then here, what do we have? We have here theft, meetings. Yeah, so they're proof of meetings that suggest meetings with foreign powers that suggest like a lot of, you know, huge mistake and the Russian stuff. Yeah, I feel like it, honestly, it didn't, I have to add, like, I have to ask another reading about this RICO situation. So, but I feel like essentially, guys, he is part of this group. It's telling me very quickly, and I didn't think of him that way before because I thought he was just like some Fox guy, but no, it's like this group of people who have these like whatever schemes or something, you know. It's not just the news, the media. It's that it's a business for them. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I'm gonna stop here. Sean Hannity and the Mueller investigation. Okay, all right.